Absolutely knackered. I've come to a place called Kirby, I'm not too sure what it's called, Crosby Ravensworth, and I've parked, I would say, maybe, I don't know, a mile and a half that way, maybe 2 miles. I'm kind of not sure, I've kind of lost my bearings at the moment, but yeah, the plan was to, if I just turn the camera around this way a little touch, just behind my shoulder there's a lone tree or 2 lone trees. I think it's called the Centurion tree. I'm going to try and do a vlog from there later on, but at the moment I'm just happy to try and make it up to the top, to be fair. I'm gasping for air, gasping for a juice, and yeah, we're going to crack on. Hi guys, as you can see I've made it to the top, and it's about 2.5 hours now till sunset, which is quite unusual for me. I'm usually all last minute, so at the moment, if I just turn the camera this way a little tiny bit, I've got the camera doing a time lapse, and I think it'll look quite good with the sunbeams going through this tree. It probably won't do, but I'm gonna have a go. I'm gonna sit here for about 2 hours and just watch it, and as you can see there, it's just flickering away on this beautiful oak tree. I think it's called the centenary tree. And there's a smaller tree over there, so what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to walk around and see if I can find a nice composition. But I think if the sky was fairly clear tonight, I think it'd be really good for an astro location, this, because we're right above the Lake District, so we're kind of, I think there's a place called Appleby down that way. Great Dun Fell I can see with the radio mast, and the Lake District over there, and Penrith, sorry, over that way. So I think looking south tonight, yeah, I think it looked quite good. So after it goes dark, it might be worth trying to grab a shot, but the problem is it's about another hour to walk back down to the car. So yeah, I don't want to be hanging around here too long, to be fair, but I'm just going to sit here, relax. I've got some water, I've got some snacks. I'm just going to chill out today and just enjoy being out in the open air. It's quite windy, to be fair, as well. It's as you can see, my barnet's blowing about. I've not got no red hat on tonight. Down the bottom there, the temperature was 25 degrees. I think up here it's probably around about 18 or 19, but it's still lovely anyway. So I'm going to crack on, take a few shots, watch the time lapse, and just relax. Hi guys, so as you can see, I've made it to the top, and that's the tree I was talking about a second ago, and there's a little tree to the left there. It's just a little bit on the video here. I've just overexposed it a little bit. I'll try and turn it down for you a little touch. I'm not too sure if you can see that or not, but I've got the camera doing a time lapse, and it's just nice with the sun's right behind that tree at the moment, and I'm hoping that it'll make a lovely time lapse. So I'm going to try and do a time lapse for about 2 hours and see what the footage looks like, to be fair, and hopefully, just a fly attacks me there, hopefully I'll get some nice footage. It's just nice to sit and chill out. It's very it's windy. I can hear that tree up there in the distance. I'm not too sure, but it's fairly howling up here. It's still nice and warm though, so I'm just going to get the drink out, have a drink, put my coat on, I think, and just sit and watch the sunset. So guys, I've been walking around now for about half an hour, just trying to fine tune some compositions. I've been snapping lots of shots off, and I think I quite like this. And what caught my eye was, if you look in front of the camera there, there's this V-shaped rock, and what that does, I've got the camera in portrait orientation. I've got a 20mm lens on at the moment, and all it does is it just leads itself slowly up to this tree. And I think with me pointing away from the sun and the sun behind me, it's just making some beautiful light at the bottom of this tree. I'm not too sure if you can see on the video, but just all these rocks in the foreground here, and the odd bit of thistle is just being lit up. So that's the shot I'm going to go for. I'll tell you, the thing I normally do is, because I've had so much time, I can be honest with you that I've probably struggled a little bit because I've got so much time, and it's real. I've kind of realised now that when I get out of the car, I run up to a location, and I haven't got really much time to think, and I'm usually shooting on an instinct, where tonight I've had plenty of time, and I find that I've kind of struggled a little bit more, to be fair. I don't think it's a location. I just think when we think too much, that's when we kind of lose a spark. And I think sometimes get the camera out, stick it on the tripod, and normally your first instinct is normally a good shot. So we'll just have to see how we get on. Like I say, if I just spin the camera around now, I was round here a moment ago. There's this beautiful little tree just there, and that's the same, to be fair. I took a few shots before, low down, looking straight into the sun, but what I noticed is that if I just turn the camera around again, facing towards the Lake District, that's the sun there, and I think the sun's just going to disappear behind Glenclather, I think it is. I'm looking over Shap, so I'm not too sure. That might be Helvellyn, I think. I haven't got a clue, to be honest, but if you can, maybe I'll find out when I get home, and I'll just put it on top of the screen. But that's kind of like Shap and Wetsledale, towards Penrith and stuff like that. So yeah, and if I just spin right round, it's just amazing up here. It's beautiful, the views. Like I say, looking back over that way, you can just see that golden light on the back of the camera there hitting the tree, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for. And normally we get this when we point the camera 90 degrees away from the sunlight. We normally get the best light. It's great shooting straight into the sun, but if I turn the camera around this way a little bit, we've got these big clouds in the distance there, and I'm just hoping they catch. And yeah, I think it should make for a nice shot. So I'm going to have another walk round. I'll just wait 5 or 10 more minutes, and then yeah, we'll see how we get on. Not too sure if you can see on the back of the camera or not, but what I've done is I've just lifted the camera up there now. Basically what I've just done is I've just legged it round to the other side of the tree. I say I was struggling. There's a tree, and the problem I've got the 500mm at the moment. I'm just going to take a shot of it just disappearing behind. I think it is Blencathra. I'm not too sure. I will have to have a Google and find out, but it looks amazing. So I'll take another shot. There's loads of birds circling up there. It looks wonderful. Look, that's the back of the camera shot there. I'm not too sure if you can see that or not. No, the problem I was going to have is, I'm going to be honest with you, what the problem is on this side of the tree there is absolutely no rocks, and I came for these beautiful rocks, these limestone pavings. Now if I was just to walk round here just a little bit, there's a tree, but the colour's just not happening this way. If I turn the camera around a little bit, there's all that beautiful colour, but unfortunately it's just kind of the law of the sod. But I'm just going to keep waiting, because I think this colour might just come round and we might get a good shot. So ideally, if I just move this way, ideally this is the shot on this side of the tree, and you've got these beautiful rocks and the tree in the distance there. And if some of this colour would go above the tree, but as you can see now it's clear this side. So it's just one of them things. I'm actually just enjoying being out and having a good laugh, so that's a reward. I think James just said on Twitter there, and it's true. You just come out and photograph and have a good laugh. It doesn't always go the right way, but that's all the fun of it. You know, like I say, there's just no colour on this side. Now if I went round that part of the tree there, I'd get a beautiful shot of the tree, but there'd be just nothing on the floor. So we'll see how we get on. I can just see the sun disappearing there. I'm going to run back to the camera and get a shot. Hi guys, as you can see, I've come back round to my original view, and what I've done at the moment is I've got my 24mm on. I've got I put a 6-stop filter on because the light's dropped, and I've also got a 0.6 soft egg grad, and I'm just going to try and do something a little bit different really. Last shot of the night. If I just turn to the right now, you'll just see that the colour, it looks so promising. But like I say, if you just look where Blencathra is, or the mountain range that I'm going to find out when I get home, it just disappeared. There was a little brief bit of colour to the right hand side there, but it just didn't quite happen. But so what I thought I'd do is, this was my original composition, and I thought that I will just try and do a 10-stop, not 10-stop, a 6-stop and a 30 seconds exposure, just to try and capture, because at the moment there, I'm not too sure if you can see that, but there's a lot of clouds rolling in, so I'm just going to try and go for something what I would normally shoot, a little bit of mean and moody. So we'll see how we get on, and then after that I think I'm going to walk back to the car, take a leisurely walk back to the car. But yeah, it's been really good, really good. Like I say, I think sometimes when we've got so much time in our hands, we think too much. So anyway, we won't be able to see it until I post the images later on. But yeah, so I'll take one more shot here, then I'll make my way back down towards the car. Hi guys, as you can see, I'm back in the car. Oh my days, look, it's pitch black. that's the thing to remember, that is that with the light fading so quickly. So I left about I think it's about 9:20, and just as the sun set, and now it's 10 o'clock, so it's taken me 40 minutes to walk back to the car, and it's all downhill, to be fair. But no, it's pitch black, no torch, no lights, and because my eyes walking down there were quite all right, to be honest, it's not too bad. But it's only when you go back in the car, you put the lights on, you realise just how dark it is. But what I'm going to do in a second is I'm going to post all the images. I think tonight's little lesson is that yeah, I've just enjoyed it, really, to be honest. I'm not too sure if I've got any good images or not. I think I was possibly trying a little bit too hard, to be honest. I was trying to get a really, really good composition, and sometimes when you try and get a really good composition, the colour won't be there, so then you try and change your position to chase the colour. And I think if you just stick with your original composition, which looks nice, and stick with it and go with it, I think that's normally the best option for me. Because I end up reverting back to my first composition for the last shot. So, and all the colours were happening on the wrong side of the tree. So anyway, what I'll do in a second is I'm going to post all the images. Not too sure how many there'll be. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press the bell. Leave a comment down below. And yeah, until next time, take care.